because he takes books with her and inspires us. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I feel a bit weird because I haven't really distributed much this marathon. I've been a bit busy with family things, but Lakshmi Priya is quite right. I go to hospital regularly, and just like Prabhu was saying about the community libraries, well, throughout the TA hospital, they have different patient libraries. And interestingly enough, the same thing happens for me when I put a Bhagavad Gita or a Higher Taste or some of Srila Prabhupada's books in these libraries, the patient libraries in the hospital. I do the same thing. I go back the next day and check, see if it's gone. And a few times I've actually seen patients reading a couple of books, or I've gone and put the books into the library, and then when I come back out from my appointment, I see someone's taken it out and they've actually started to read, and they've left it open on the coffee table or something. So that's always very nice. But I think that is definitely one thing I tend to do now, is I try and check to see if the books are gone, and if they are gone, then the next visit I'll replenish. But there is one story I wanted to share that I thought was quite, it was really nice. A while ago, I was really in my head, and I knew I had these books and I needed to distribute them. But for whatever, my false ego was really flaring up, and I could not even say hello to someone. I was in my local community, just in my area, and I'd gone to the Woolworths supermarket, to the local Woolies. And I've been walking up and down the aisles. This is going to sound crazy, but I was just trying to get the energy to go and approach a stranger. So I thought, look, I'm in the supermarket. This looks really innocent. I'm just going to say hello, and that's just going to... And I was just so in my head. I can't explain. I must have been about an hour. This is how debilitated I was, with so concerned about how I looked or that I'd say something wrong. And without a word of a lie, I quietly closed my eyes. I was right by the frozen pizzas in Woolworths. And I closed my eyes and I said, please, Krishna, I'm here. Just use me. And this young boy, he must have been about 10 or 11, Australian boy, and he was quite bright-faced and cleanly dressed. But he marched straight up to me. The minute I opened my eyes after saying this tiny little prayer to Krishna, he made a beeline for me, came straight up the aisle. Honestly, he was walking at pace. I thought, oh, what's going on? And the young boy said, excuse me, ma'am, do you have anything to trade with me? I have this, I'm playing a game with my brother, and I have this plastic thing. I didn't even know what it was. But could I trade it for something with you? And at the end of the day, I'll meet my brother, and we work out who got the best trade. And I said, thank you, Krishna. A little tear poked out the corner of my eye, and I said, thank you, Krishna. And I said, I happen to have a Higher Taste. This is a lovely book, and I'll gladly take your plastic token. And then he was so chuffed. He was a young boy, innocently in Woolworths, playing his game. And then he said, hold on, ma'am, my brother's here. And his brother came running up, and he also wanted to trade. And it was just crazy, because I thought, here I am, absolutely frozen, didn't know how to even start to distribute, and two young, innocent souls just met me where I was at, and were trying to sort of, please, can we take it? And honestly, straight after that, I walked out of Woolworths, and I think I distributed about 20 books. Because all of that fear, when all my hang-ups had just gone, and when I saw directly how quickly Krishna was reciprocating with me, I realised I just had to get on with it. And once you let go of some of that stuff, however you choose to do that, whether it's having a quick prayer or... But do it, because the minute you do it, Krishna will take over. And that was my realisation. So yes, thank you. Haribol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We have Monica, who does street libraries as well. And Mama, she's originally from Brazil.
Hare Krishna. Well, I think just would like to say thank you all the book distributions, because I wasn't here if it wasn't because of you. About 2 years ago, someone gave me a book, and that's how I become Krishna conscious. So thank you so much. Since then, I've been reading, of course, and it's very natural to share Prabhupada's books, because it's amazing and everyone needs it. So I also go to street libraries and try to share online. And just thank you so much, because it changed my life, and I hope it changed someone else's life as well.
Thank you, Monica. And I should very nervous to speak. We have a lovely devotee here, Radha Govinda Mataji, and she has been distributing Bhagavad Gita in PDF, because in the language of Uzbekistan it's not available. So she's distributed at least 46 PDF copies of Bhagavad Gita. She's just written the message and I need to pass her. By the mercy of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada, I also had the opportunity, along with many devotees, to take part in the December Book Marathon. I distributed the Bhagavad Gita in PDF format online. It made me very happy to see that even Muslim people are becoming increasingly interested in the Vedic knowledge. The very fact that this knowledge is being accepted is itself a great mercy. I wrote in groups that I had the Bhagavad Gita and that anyone who needed it should let me know. Many people were very happy and said that they had been wanting this book for a long time. In total, I distributed 46 copies of the Bhagavad Gita and 4 other books by Srila Prabhupada. May people receive Krishna's mercy and come to Krishna consciousness. Thank you. We also had Brooklyn, who's done some books for Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Brooklyn.
Hare Krishna. I feel that I'm qualified because I haven't actually distributed that many books this marathon. But I try to go out and try it out. I work a good thing with when we're serving prasad, I try to put a Bhagavad Gita right in front of us when customers are trying to take their plate. Trying to serve them. So I try and see if anyone's attracted to the book. Most of the time, Paulette and I have distributed a few books at the restaurant, which has been really nice. Most of the times, people, customers already have Bhagavad Gita, but they don't understand how to read it. So I also try to be an instrument and guide them through how to, how it changed my life, and hopefully can try to help them on their journeys. A lot of the times they end up crying. I've had a few masters or ladies that have been really tearful when how do I read Bhagavad Gita? I have it, but they're trying to kiss the book as well while they're taking their plates. I just wanted to say thank you very much to all the devotees in the Brisbane community for inspiring us all. Daya Burger, Masti, I don't know how you guys do it, but it's really, really inspiring. Hopefully, I can try a bit harder next marathon. Krishna's mercy to help us get to the spiritual world, transcend out of this material world. That's all. Hare Krishna.
We can move forward.
We have Sumati Mataji who's been to Diwali programs. She's done some book tables at different cultural programs.
This year I've been very, very insignificant contribution to the book marathon. I didn't do a lot. Didn't do at all, to be honest. Very little. And that too with the inspiration of great stalwarts here. Lakshmi Mataji, Shriya, my dear. So with all their inspiration, very, very little. I just pray that I do more going forward. But there are many, many inspirational stories, but I have no time. I just want to share one or two. One day, same like Jamna Mataji shared, I finished just a little prayer will do the job. I only get opportunity to distribute books when I go out on a working day. But when I work from home, I don't get. So one day I took only one book with me. I want to do it. Whole day finished. 9 to 5 job is finished. I was coming in train. I didn't have courage to give the book or anything, and I didn't distribute it. It's all finished. I took a car from train going home. I went home just 5, 6 houses away from my home. There is a man just moving lawn and looking at me as I stopped the car. And I asked, and I was praying to Prabhupada just after getting off the train and getting in the car and going home. See, I didn't even do the book which I wanted to. Prabhupada, please help me. I really want to give this book to someone. You choose a person. And immediately when I was driving just 5, 6 houses, blocks away, and then I found that person. They are very, very keen, and they are Indian family, but very keen to have Bhagavad Gita. So grateful, and I could see that things can happen just by little prayer. And the second incident is, again, when I was doing the book distribution, I don't know him. I met a young lady who recently got married, Indian, and she opened the door and she looked at me very weirdly. Where is she coming from all of a sudden? But she could trust me because I was with little kids. And she got, she gave a smile and she was like, okay, book. Immediately she said, I don't want English, I want other language, Telugu. Then I went back and went with the book, and she opened up, second time when I went, how much she's in need of the book. She came to Australia a couple of years. She's in very big social circuits, cricket circles, all that she's going on. Wherever she goes, she's not feeling like-minded or not fitting that place. She's very depressed. She's like, I'm not liking any of that association. As a kid, she used to watch Mahabharata and all the Krishna conscious connection is there, but she never progressed. But when she got the book, she's so excited. She said, thank you so much, because I'm feeling lonely now. My husband goes to job all the time and I'm alone. I'm feeling lonely. Thank you for giving me. And few weeks later, I met her again in one of the programs because she's in a community of Telugu. And she's like, do you know what? I said, what? The day you gave book, there is very, very great news happened. Now I'm a to-be mom now. I'm so excited. Krishna has come into my home. Everything is changing. And she's so excited. I could see her happiness. I said, you keep reading it, and now she's happy to distribute. She said for her baby shower, she's going to give Bhagavad Gita to all her friends. I said, like, please let me know, I'll come and drop it. I'm waiting for that call. So these little incidents, and like, everyone wants book, everyone is in need of it. It's just a matter of us going and asking. And thank you so much for the book distribution team here, playing a big, big role in many lives. Thank you to you for us to being making us instruments in Srila Prabhupada's favorite service. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master. And now we'll hear from Sachi Mataji, who has been distributing every opportunity that she gets during her lunch breaks, after work, comes out on Harinam as well.
Hare Krishna Mother. Hare Krishna Lady Office. Please excuse me for not being in proper attire today. This was in a busy day. So I'm very, very grateful to definitely Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada and Nityananda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Govindji for engaging me in this service. I'm also grateful to one more person who has been a key inspiration for me to be in a book distribution, who is her great Lakshmi Priya Mataji. Without her, I'm definitely not in the book distribution team, because I was working in the city last 3 years in down Queen Street. She used to call me, Mataji, we are going on Friday for book distribution, can you please come? Okay, that's how I started. I was not taking the books with me. I don't have any books myself. I have a book, some books, but I was not carrying the books to the, I was lazy to carry the books to the city. So what Mataji was, I was actually going with them. So myself, Lakshmi Priya Mataji and Dal Gauranga Prabhu. So we were every Friday, even the Harinam is there or not there, we go on book distribution, we distribute the books. So that's all last 3-4 years it was running. So recently, 3 months ago, we moved the house from Everton Park to Algister. And my work commitments changed, so I'm not in the city on Friday evening. So I was thinking that, oh, what should, and before that also I started a Bhaktivedanta class, so which was happening on Friday evening. So I thought that why I should do the book distribution only on Friday. So it's not that only the books should be distributed on Friday. So what I started is Krishna wanted me to be a bit more responsible. So I started purchasing my own books, getting the Bhagavad Gita boxes, and I was taking every day to work the books. I carry a bag of books with me every day to work. So I started doing the lunchtime book distribution. So I will quickly take my lunch. Sometimes on my desk I eat. So I just take the books with me. But you don't believe it. Krishna just inspires, and I always pray to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Lord Nityananda Prabhu is so merciful, and he is the one who organizes everything. So we think that we are doing definitely an instrument. So I take the books, whatever the books I take with me, so all that books will be gone on that day. So I just walk around and see, people will be saying that, okay, it's never heard any, I think only once I'm in the city, near King Road Square, I met a person, this person was on the road. Just on a bus stop, I asked him, we're sharing books of yoga and distribution, book distribution, yoga and meditation. Then I gave him a Bhagavad Gita. This person actually really very loudly yelled at me. So that's the only one incident after these many 4-5 years of book distribution. That's only one incident. I said that, okay, some of my karma is going away. That's fine. So other than that, normally people are very, very appreciative. They ask us like, oh, what inspired you? Why are you on the street? I said that I just want to share my good fortune with you. They're very, very appreciative. They normally take the book, and we are not that strict on asking the donations. We definitely say that normally the first question people ask is, are you selling the book? So we say that we're not selling the book, we want to distribute the real good fortune we have with you. But we encourage the donations. So it's not that sometimes people don't give the donations. We can see that genuinely they don't have any money. So if they don't give the donation also, we say that, so you can do one thing for us, make sure you read the book, that's a donation for me. So they normally really appreciate you of such things, that we are taking our time to go out on the street and distribute the books. So and one more thing what I do is normally giving along with the book, I give this Hare Krishna, the mantra card. So not just leaving the mantra card with them, I give them a mantra card. I said this, because sometimes people say that, oh, book I can't carry, I don't have place to carry the book now. I said, okay, can you please take a card? They normally say okay for the card. So instead of just leaving the card with them, I say that, okay, I'll help you to read this, so could you please stay out after me? So when I say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So people normally repeat the mantra after me, and they say that, okay, what is this? Is it about God? I said that, look, this is called mantra meditation. Billions of people on the earth, they are practicing and they are all happy. And it always on the mantra card it says chant and be happy. I said that, look, and as soon as they are reading that, because whenever I am reading that, I point out to the words printed on that. So I said that it becomes easy for you to read it next time. So when they read it underneath, they read chant and be happy. Obviously the smile comes on their face. I said that, look, you were happy by just reading one. You keep doing it as many times as you like in a day. So that makes you happy. They say that sometimes people say that I'm happy already. They say that, okay, this person. I say that, look, we think that this person will make me happy, this place will make me happy, this food will make me happy, but that's not a real happiness. Because if this person makes you happy, you should be always happy. Why sometimes we are miserable, isn't it? They say that, look, the real happiness is not in outside, the real happiness lies inside us, within us. So while chanting this mantra every day, that helps you to connect to the real happiness within. So they normally very appreciative of the cards. Most of the time, like yesterday when I came for went for book distribution, there were these 3 or 4 gay people were there. I was thinking that, okay, should I go them or not? They are not, because they are looking a little bit different. I said, look, who am I to judge? Krishna is there, if Krishna was there, so I just went there. So most of them didn't took the card, but they took the mantra card and repeated the mantra after me. But then I said that this one person after I moved forward and I was talking to other people, he ran behind me, he said that, oh, can I have a book? He asked me himself that he wanted Bhagavad Gita. So he took a very Bhagavad Gita and he was happy to read the Bhagavad Gita. Even recently my neighbor, front door neighbor, where the new house we moved to, the neighbor, I just saw the neighbor on the street. I said that, he said Happy New Year to me. I said, okay, good chance to talk to me. The books in the community libraries also. I have sometimes I find a note also, people they take the book and they really appreciate you that they comes back and leave something for us. So it's definitely the mercy of Guru and Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Thank you so much devotees for inspiring me. Definitely thank you. My heartfelt thanks to Lakshmi Prema Mataji and thank you for engaging me. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Satyamurti. We have one devotee from the north side who has been doing a lot of rich distribution for us. She could not make it today. A lot of you know her, Sita Master, who is having some problems at her home because of the recent departure of her husband. So she sent us a message to share with you all, and we'll have Shriya Mataji to read it to us. Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I am sorry I cannot be here with you today. My husband recently passed away and our family is currently observing his rites. Still, my heart is very much here, especially on a day dedicated to Srila Prabhupada's book. I would like to dedicate these few words to Prabhu Ram Vijay Das. My husband supported my service in the most practical and loving way. He often told me it's hard for me to approach people, but I will pay for the books you distribute. He carried boxes of books for me, sent up tent during Kartik program, and over time he even began distributing books himself, starting with his own clients. He may not have spoken much, but his actions spoke loudly. I truly believe Krishna has now placed him in a better position where he can serve fully with and without limitation. Right now I feel a little lost, but I also know that book distribution have always been my form of self-care. When I once hit rock bottom in life, this service was what lifted me up. I want to briefly share one moment that showed me this clearly. On Srila Prabhupada's appearance day in September 2023, the day after Janmashtami, I was going through an emotional heavy phase. A devotee called me and said, please come. The devotees are tired, we need you. I didn't feel ready, my mind was overwhelmed.
but I promised that, so I went. At first I struggled, I didn't want to speak. I wanted to turn back, but after distributing just 2 or 3 books, something changed. For the first time in many months, I smile genuinely and I feel light. I realize why my body, words, and most importantly my mind were finally engaged in Krishna's service. While speaking about Srila Prabhupada's work, my problems loosened their grip, even if just for a moment. That day reminded me that Krishna sends his devotees to pull us back when we cannot move ourselves, and that when the mind is absorbed in serving him, healing naturally begins. Today, even in grief, I hold on to this service. I pray for the strength to return to it soon, with renewed gratitude for Srila Prabhupada, for the devotees, for the mercy that flows through book distribution. Thank you for allowing me to share, and thank you for continuing this powerful service. Please keep us in your prayers.
Thank you, Shri. We had young and old devotees distributing books. We haven't heard from any of the children. Would any of the children like to share any of the book distribution? Anyone? Mangala? Shriyan? No? Okay, they're shy today. Anyone else would like to share? Thank you, Maharaj. This morning Maharaj said, in the morning class, he said, Srila Prabhupada's mission is extraordinary. Srila Prabhupada is extraordinary. And I feel Srila Prabhupada's disciples as well are extraordinary for continuing with the mission and bringing it to us as well. So thank you, Maharaj. Srimad Prabhu will give an introduction about it. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So we are very much pleased and honored that we have His Holiness Purusatraya Swami Maharaj with us. Maharaj is coming from Brazil, so almost half the world around. Maharaj traveling to us. So Maharaj was born in Brazil. He came in contact with ISKCON devotees in 1976. Then Maharaj took both the Harinam initiation and Brahman initiation from Srila Prabhupada. And after that, Maharaj continued his service in the South America region. In 1985, Maharaj took sannyas. After that, Maharaj came to India and did lots of preaching in India. And Maharaj also taught in the Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education. One of the main topics that Maharaj taught was the 4 sampradayas of Vaishnava tradition. Then after that, Maharaj focused mainly on the Gaur Vrindavan, the eco-village project that's in between Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. And it's a very scenic place. Maharaj is trying to build a eco-village there with lots of devotee families also staying there. And the motto is very simple. It's like simple living and high thinking. And that is also the 6th constitution. Like, in ISKCON we have 7 constitutions, and that is the 6th constitution which Maharaj is focusing on. So we are very lucky and privileged that Maharaj decided to visit Australia. This is the first visit of Australia that Maharaj is doing, and we hope that Maharaj will come back again and again. And also today, when Lakshmipriya Mataji approached that Maharaj, we will be having this book distribution seminar or book distribution glorification. It fits really well because Maharaj also did lots of book distribution. And just when we were coming in, Maharaj was saying, so what we need to talk about? And I was like, Maharaj, it's your memories and your realization from book distribution. So I'm sure we are all here for a very wonderful session now. And again, to show our gratitude to Maharaj, let's chant the holy name very loudly, and then we will pass it over to Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Maharaj.
Om Jnanatirandasya Jnanam Janasmakaya Chakshururi Kandena Tatsmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Satam Jena Bhutalisam Rupa Kadavahanda Dasatsaha Vandeham Sugurho Sri Patavakanam Sri Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sadavatam Sahavanaragunatam Vitam Kasavudam Sadvitam Samadhutam Parivarasantam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahavanaragunatam Sri Vishnatam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurani Prasthaya Nirvishesha Srimad Bhagavatam Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivastava Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya, Krita Sindhubhya Devasya, Ajita Anam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavyo Namo. I'm feeling very inspired by this meeting, this gathering here. And I see that here in Brisbane, devotees are sincerely try to please Srila Prabhupada, doing what Srila Prabhupada he wanted most, that his own books would be distributed. And I feel really inspired. I think to see the Brisbane Yatra with this mentality. And then nowadays it's not so common. That's the fact. When I joined the movement was different from now. That time the young people, they are very eager to join the movement. And then the temples are full of young devotees. Afterwards, one appeared to his mobile changed completely the mentality of the young people. Before, young people want to be alternative, searching for something spiritual. And then I joined in this time. Therefore, young people. I was the older one because when I joined, I was 31 years old. And then I was the older. Most of the devotees are 20, 21. And it was like this. I had one very good experience with the Prabhupada's books when I joined. Before joining the movement, because for some years I was searching for spiritual guidance, and I became very attracted to knowledge from India. So then I used to read the books of this famous Swami Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda, and Yogananda, out of Hindu, Ramana Maharaj, they were all this. And then I was very much attracted to that. And then one day, I read one book from Swami Vivekananda. He said like, there's two aspects of God, personal and impersonal. But he only explained about the impersonal aspect of God. And for years I had this in my mind, what is that aspect, personal of God? And then one day I was in Brazil. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but I was in São Paulo, big city. And one lady devotee, I was walking the street, and then one lady devotee offered a book. It's knowledge of India. Okay. How much? It was the first book that in Brazil they are published. It was that one, Beyond Birth and Death. Smart. And then I came to my house and started reading the book. And Prabhupada says, because the Supreme Personality of God, I said, oh, I haven't listened. What is that? Oh, the personal aspect of God. This is my first approach to Srila Prabhupada. And then the book there was invitation to go to the temple every month, every Sunday. I thought, oh, I go to this Sunday feast. But I never went. Laziness. Laziness. And then I moved to my original town, Brisbane. And then the first day I came to my town, I did one friend of mine, and he showed one Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita in English. That's big one. And then I became like this fascinated, because there is Sanskrit and word by word, and the pictures. I say, wow, fantastic. Anyway, and then the next day I went to the downtown, and there is one library, esoteric library. I I used to buy some books. And the warrior, he saw me and said, "Oh, today came the Bhagavad Gita of the Hare Krishna master, and in Portuguese language." And then they said, "Oh, how much is this?" Then I buy the book. Big book like this. Like the same, exactly the same in English I had seen the day before. And then when I came to my house, I saw some Hare Krishna in my street. The temple was moving the street as I used to do like this. It was the first temple in Rio de Janeiro. Few houses like my house like this. And well, coincidence. This coincidence or what is? I don't know. I read Bhagavad Gita from the first page to the page number 800. I read all the Bhagavad Gita, and then I went to the temple. And then the temple president, he invites me, "Oh, we'll have a festival, and this, you can, and then you can help us." Okay. I had 31 years old, and then I was working on my own, and then I made some work, and I got some money like this. I said, "Oh, now I stay for some time by my own." And then I went to the temple, and I was working, because the house is not like this. They are trying to make the house a temple. And I attended the walls like this. And then there was a festival in the weekend. And then came many devotees like these, several sannyasis came like this. At least 4 sannyasis was there. I said, oh, these people are very nice, very good. And then the temple president said that, and then he stayed the festival. It's amazing. And then the prasad is like this, what is that? And the temple president said, oh, you can stay for some time here in ISKCON to do an experience in Bhakti Yoga. I said, oh, okay. But I'm doing that search for the spiritual. But I became frustrated and satisfied. Oh, no. Oh, I need to find a guru, but how can I find a guru here in a country like this? If I go to India, but now I don't have the resource to go to India like that. Oh, I know something I read. Before I read Bhagavad Gita, a small one like this. And then could understand something. I'm not this body. I said, wow, I'm not this body. I was younger at least. And also I could understand the law of karma, and could understand also the three gunas. I said, oh, I will be in Sattva Guna, that's the same, like this. But I want to enjoy this life and to get money. And then I feel the temple like this. And I became in conflict. But short time, 1.5 days, conflict. And then I thought like this, oh, I'm not went to try to the temple comes to me, not I'm going to the temple. The temple comes to me. I said, oh, I have to take advantage of this opportunity. If I don't like, I quit, no problem. And then I think I will try and see what this Bhakti Yoga is. And I try it till now. Yes, because this knowledge is unlimited. The more you go ahead and try to understand, you can see that you can go much more. And then the knowledge attracted me, the philosophy attracted me. And then I was 31 years old. I was graduated 2 times, like this. And then the temple president said like this, what about you try, if you can try book distribution in the street? I'm so timid. I'm not like but yes, I thought this time I was a Bhakta, devotee. And then I thought, oh, the spiritual life, if you want to advance quickly, you have to do austerities. I thought like this. And then I said to Temple, okay, I will do. I think it was the biggest challenge in my life. But there's one devotee in the temple. He was one of the best book distributors in the world. And then he said, you come with me. You come. And then I went to the street with him. He was fantastic. His determination like this, and the skills that had to put the book in the hands of the people. And then in this way I try to follow in his footsteps. And then several times he was the first one in the world, because that time there was one Sankirtana letter from Los Angeles. Every week came to the temple by telegram, like this. We resulted all the temples, all the countries, the temples, and then the devotees, and then big books, medium books, small books, all this. Something every week. And then I was doing this book like this, and then inspired by this devotee, I could distribute some many books. And one week I was the top. And then yes, I don't know. I don't have any qualification like this, but your mercy like this. And then it was in 77. I'm preparing myself for the marathon in December. And then I was preparing myself and making plans. How can I do this marathon? And then in the 14th November of 1977, I came to temple, and then the Lord said, Prabhupada passed away. And then I said, I thought like this. But I took one resolve. I said, okay, Prabhupada, I will dedicate this marathon to you. And then the marathon was like every day to come to the point of exhaustion. Like every day. And this way I could distribute my books. This was in 70. First time I came to India was in 1978. The first Mayapur festival after the departure of Prabhupada. And then I could see that how important it is to be engaged in this in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. We have a mission in life. This is very important. It's very important to have a mission and thing in your life. And Srila Prabhupada gave us his mission. Because people are completely lost in this world without any mission in this life. But we have. And in this mission, this book distribution is like the blood in the body. It is vital. And then I say to you that today I can become like very much inspired by all of you in dedicating your lives for the pleasures of Prabhupada. Just after that first time I came to India, and then I was asked to be temple president, administration. And then I made all my career in ISKCON, and temple president, like that. And then in 1985, 1985, I took sannyasa in Mayapur. And then I became a preacher. And I did preaching. And then traveling. All 90s I stayed in Vrindavan for almost 10 years. It was a great experience for me. For some months I was taking care of the quarters of Srila Prabhupada in Radha Damodara temple. During the summer, 45 degrees, day and night. What was nectar? Nectar like you. One spiritual experience. And then like this. The point is that we have to be motivated in our spiritual life. We have to be motivated. Because the Krishna consciousness is the mission of Srila Prabhupada is something unique in this world. Because if I can come here, no one knows me. Now we are friends from childhood. Not like this. It is the pure mercy of Srila Prabhupada. I come here and feel at home like this. All the devotees, the same mentality. This is fantastic. In different nationalities and different backgrounds, different culture. For example, I prepare typical Bengali prasada. And today I experienced some Gujarati's delicacies. Thank you, Prabhupada. You meet so nice person. Like this. And there's no retirement to this mission. No retirement. Follow the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. No retirement. We can contribute for this mission at the end of our life. And, some experiences. And always the books of Srila Prabhupada are the we cannot have a done this book. Someone said, these books are like these, they're written 50 years ago or 60 years ago, that this is not that. But no, books are different. And these books, they're power. Because only one pure devotee can give Krishna to others. Only one pure devotee can give Krishna. And Prabhupada is giving Krishna through this book. It's like, for example, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, he went to Jagannath-pur. And then, as soon as he saw Lord Jagannath in the temple, he fainted. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a great scholar in India at that time. He was present. And he could see the symptoms of ecstasy, spiritual ecstasy, like this. And then he asked to the guard, bring the sannyasi, the young sannyasi to my house. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was without the external consciousness. And then afterwards, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he arrived in Jagannath-pur before the other four devotees. Nityananda, Jagadananda, Mukunda. When they came in front of the temple, he said, he saw that people were saying, one sannyasi, like this, chanted like this, and then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya took him to his house, and he said, he's stupid, and then, at that time, came another devotee, Gopinathacharya. Gopinathacharya was the, what do you say like this? He married the sister of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Understand?
Brother?
Brother-in-law?
Brother-in-law. And then Gopinathacharya, he was a devotee of Chaitanya. And then afterwards, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to the external consciousness. And then he said, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who are you? Oh, I'm son of Jagannatha Vishnu, Sankti. Oh, yeah. Oh, the father of Sankti, the Lamana Chakravarti. He was a very friend of my father. He said like this. And then he considered Lord Chaitanya as his mitra. But he became very much attached to him. And then he asked Chaitanya, oh, you want to know about Vedanta like this, I can teach you. And Chaitanya, very humble, very humble. Okay. And then for 7 days, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was explaining Vedanta, but explained the Shariraka Bhashya, the commentary of Shankaracharya. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he was like no reaction. So the 7th day, said, oh, you understand what I explained to you. You can understand what I teach to you. Chaitanya said, no. I understand the very words of Vyasadeva. But what you explained to me, I don't understand. And then Sarvabhauma said, Bhattacharya said to him, what do you know about Vedanta? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started speaking about Vedanta. Logic, because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he didn't know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was the top of the scholars in Navadvip. He didn't know. He didn't know. He defeated Keshava Kashmir. He didn't know. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all logic, this knowledge of this, the Sarvabhauma became a brass. And then the devotees, they are treating to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he commenting like this, Chaitanya is like Krishna. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked his brother-in-law, Gopinathacharya, he said, what is that? What is that? They say that this is like Krishna. And then Gopinathacharya said, yes, yes. How can you prove As he says, I can't. Only those who receive the mercy of Krishna can understand Krishna. You didn't receive this mercy. And then he quoted one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Lord Brahma. Atapi te deva pradambu japaya prasada visharu vihita eva eva. Only those who receive your prasada lisha, that's one fragment of prasada, the mercy of Krishna can understand Krishna. The point that I tell in this history is that this prasada list we got through the book of and then we came in this one. This history for this point. And then we can understand it. Once, now I remember one thing. Once I was in Varanasi. I was alone. Early in the morning I was in the ghat. No one is there. It's empty. 5 o'clock in the morning. I was going to my shop. And then there's one man who's taking baths to read. And that man, yeah, and then he finished his bath in the river, and then came climbing the ghat. And he saw me chanting japa, and he came to my direction. He was like a youngster. One lota with the water like that. He said, you're the devotee of Krishna. You're Krishna Bhakta. And he said like this. You know, I cannot understand Krishna. You can understand Krishna. I saw the intention of the man. He's very sincere. He spoke like this, so naturally and spontaneously. And I said, what can I say for this man? If I say, oh, I understand Krishna, it's not proper. And this time you will think about Krishna. Krishna, give me intelligence, man. What can I say to this? I said to him, oh, look, I'm from the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to this world to reveal Krishna. And then this was in 16th century. And then there's several masters, and we have the Parampara, and then several masters who are explaining about Krishna, and in this way my spiritual master Srila Prabhupada also. We can understand something about Krishna. And then he makes that gesture that was satisfied by it. And he said, oh, I'm Pujari the Durga temple nearby. Please come and take darshan. Okay. But Presidente, la Iglesia Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Purusatraya Swami ki
Jai.
Thank you very much for the inspiring words. For distribution, we need all the mercy, so please grant us your blessings so that we can continue to please Srila Prabhupada in this mission. Before we read the book scores, I'd like to thank everyone who has contributed to the book distribution, our temple management for supporting us in the temples, all the devotees who come on Harinam Festival for organizing the Harinams, and we just really lots of books in Harinam. The devotees who prepared the cookies for us to distribute, the sign cookies, the devotees who did the posters, communications for us. We should also bring up the slideshow today. Thank you, Mataji, for preparing the gifts today to give to all the devotees who participated. Thank you. Throughout the marathon, we also had inspirational messages coming to us from senior devotees in the community like Shamala Prabhu, Nandishwar Prabhu, Shamala Mataji. Okay, so I'll share the book distribution scores now. For treasurer Shri Shikanitai, Radha Govinda, and Srila Prabhupada, 60 devotees, including children, participated in the book marathon. Okay, Bhagavad Gita's 2,631. Small books 852. And other books 61. So these books are for the Live to Give campaign between September and January this year, the first week of January. So throughout the year, the last year, Bhagavatam sets were also distributed as 75 copies, and Chaitanya Charitamrita were 58 copies. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Maharaj. We will move to the next part of the program, which will be the gift giving. So Maharaj, with your permission, we would like you to kindly offer the gifts to the devotees. Thank you. Some devotees are not present with us today. Dayal Gauranga is Vinod and Harinam and book distribution for 8 to 13 hours a day during the marathon. Thank you, Prabhu. Can everyone please move forward a little bit so more devotees can come in? Mataji, Mohini, Mataji, and Senapati Prabhu. Ratnamala Mataji, and Rishi can take it on their behalf. Madhuri Priya Mataji. Daughter is there? Sister Mataji, would you like to take it on behalf? Sachi Mataji. Sumati Mataji. Shreya. Shreya is there? Krishna Bhagavatam, Monica, Dhamendra Prabhu, Vicky Mataji, Chitra Mataji, Singh Prabhu, Aditi Mataji, Asmita Mataji, Bhuvana Pavana Mataji, Divishakti Mataji, Yamuna Mataji, Janaki Mataji.
I'm jumping in the line.
Jivananda Prabhu, Kinjal Mataji, Madhusmita Mataji, Gokul Prabhu, Madhuri Radha Mataji, Pankaj Prabhu, Prema Madhuri Mataji, Radha Krishna Mataji, Radha Govinda Mataji, Ramita Mataji, Shivani Mataji, Shamananda Prabhu, Sriram Prabhu, Sunil Prabhu, Mashana Radha Mataji, Revati Mataji, Rishabh Prabhu, Jivina Mataji, Ayantika Mataji, Vishwika, Rishabh Prabhu,
Please.
Ayantika Mataji, Vishwika, Priya, Kritika Mataji, Yasir Prabhu, Jyoti Mataji, Brooklyn, Janvi, Paul,
Shreya.
Gopika, Param, Shreyan, Bhavya, Keshavi, Keshavi is outside, Nandlal, Mishri, Mishri is outside.
The kids are all sitting outside.
Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.
Lakshmi Priya Mataji needs one. Lakshmi Priya Mataji. That one, please. And also Mother Piri Mataji. Mother Piri Mataji? She's run away. Ratnamala Mataji is also here. Ratnamala Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. All glories to the book distribution team. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for coming today and joining us. So now the next part we will be distributing the prasadam outside. And also Maharaj agreed to sing the Gaura Arati today. So please do come back quickly at 7 o'clock.